So I just came out of a programming exam, and let me just rant to you for a second, for a little minute, right? So the programming exam opens Tuesday and it closes Wednesday. It is now Thursday morning at, hold on, 12:40 a.m. So it just closed 40 minutes ago, right? Anyways, we had, it's a three-part exam. First part we had 3 hours to do it. The second part we had 3.5 hours to do it. Did those fine, fine, fine. Now this particular exam we got 4.5 hours to do it. You think that would be enough time, right? Right? Wrong. Wrong. You are wrong. Because why? Okay, okay. So I said I wanted to get it out of the way by Tuesday, so that, because it's my last exam, right? So I'm like, yeah. So my exams will be done. It's, it never finished till 11:59. Okay, just a spoiler. It never finished till just an hour ago. Um, yes. So I hear people start, when I woke up. I hear people start talking about how, it's long or it's hard or whatever, and 4.5 hours is not enough time, blah, blah, blah. No, me, I was procrastinating. Never really want to do it. Right? Because I know it was going to be hard. Based on part one and part two, I knew it was going to be hard. But I'm like, you know what? I'm a little programmer. I'm a little, you know, I've been programming all semester long, and my programs have been up to par. So I wasn't exactly worried, not to be cocky or whatever, but I know what I'm doing, right? Fine. Now a little good Samaritan, right? Open the test. Cause when you open it, the timer starts and you can't come out, and you just have to finish by 4.5 hours time. And you can't take it after that. After you open it, that's it. You just have to do it, submit it, and then that's it. Right? So a good Samaritan opened the exam and copied and pasted all the instructions and put them in a Word document and send it out to a bunch of people, right? So we can know what's in the exam. Whoever you are, I don't know who you are exactly, but props to you. Because yeah, good Samaritan for real. Anyways, why this guy in my programming class, he's like my little friend, right? Him called me on some, how the programmer stressed him out, yada yada yada, because he had already gotten instructions and he had told me that he got instructions from somebody. So I was like, okay, send it to me. This is like 9 p.m. on Tuesday. I'll know I'm gonna open it because I was procrastinating. Good thing. Good thing. Anyways, him send me the instructions. People, tell me why. Tell me why the instructions were 17 pages long. 17 pages long? Are you dumb? Also, my eyes, they look like they're not talking to you because the camera is over here, but my face is over here. So, yeah. 17 pages long? 17 pages long. 17 pages long. Are you dumb? For the instructions, brother. For the 17 pages long? Hell. Huh? Okay, the first part was the IPO chart. Fine, it went fine. Now, when we're doing the pseudocode, it's like all of them are related. It's the same problem we're trying to fix, right? So the IPO chart, we did the IPO chart in part one for the problem, and the pseudocode for the problem in part two, and this is the code that we're going to write to solve the problem in part three, right? So the IPO chart, send that in. When we're doing the pseudocode, in the instructions, it gave us the correct IPO chart, right? No, her IPO chart was not very different from mine. I think I missed like one thing, which isn't bad. I maybe lost like 2 marks, and obviously her variables are different, right? And yeah, so it was fine. I did my pseudocode and it was fine. Now I'm looking at these instructions and I'm hearing about validations. Like the same friend who was telling me, like I sent him my pseudocode because he asked to see my pseudocode, so I sent him it. and he said that I was missing my validations. People, what's a validation? I don't know. Yeah, my shirt is dirty. This is my dye shirt. I dyed my hair yesterday. Yesterday up until this morning, and I haven't changed it because I've been doing this programming exam. So mind your business. Right? Right? Right. Okay? Um, he talked about how I'm missing my. What is a validation? I've been doing programming all semester. I don't. Why everybody learn about validation except me? I know what a declaration is. I know what an initialization is. What the hell is a validation? Could not tell you. Could not tell you. I'm seeing in this program, in this corrected pseudocode that she sent with in the 17-page long instructions. I'm seeing her corrected pseudocode, and I'm seeing what these validations are. Why? Why are the validations half the pseudocode? Tell me that. You tell me. You tell me. Why are they half the pseudocode? My pseudocode was 3 pages long. O'Shane says his own was 6 pages long. And yeah, the validations are half the pseudocode. So still doesn't explain why these instructions are 17 pages long. I cannot tell you. Could not tell you. She added on a part 2 as if the part 1 wasn't enough. Hello? The part 1 was more than enough. As a matter of fact, the part 1 took more than 4.5 hours. So what was the part 2 for? What was it for? What was it for? What was it? For decoration, clearly. Anyways, he sent me the 17-page long instructions at like 9 p.m. and I'm like, okay, fine. Let me see if I can start this now, and hopefully it done by tonight so I can submit it before I'm going to bed. Not never go so. Not never go so. Cause you see, when I started, you know, when you're writing a program, right? And especially if it's a long program, you want to run it like every couple of lines to make sure you're on the right track. Why? I shit you not, I wrote 3 lines of this program, and I pressed compile and run, and it wouldn't run. After 3 lines, I didn't even start this friggin' program yet, and it not run already. You see, when I saw that, I said okay, and I closed the laptop and I went to my bed. Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Cause you see, after Mrs. said the first 3 line now run. By the way, the code ended up being 180 lines, and my first 3 lines weren't running. I closed the laptop and went to my bed. I woke up this morning now. Well, not this morning because it's technically the next day now. Yesterday morning, right? And I woke up in a mood for some reason. I don't know. Depression be kicking sometimes. I don't even know why I was in a mood today, but I knew I was in a mood. And same friend was texting me if I done the code yet. Never even looked on that. Cause hello, I was in no mood to talk to anybody. So I was like, you know what? No. You see, by the time I take up my time and open the laptop again, it was 7 p.m. Because I just never want to look on it again. I just did not want to look on it. And I was already in a mood. And I was like, what if I just don't submit this exam? Like, what could they really do? What if I just don't submit this exam? No, bad to bad. I was really considering it because everything that just pissed me off. Everything that pissed me off, I'm going to know say the code was going to piss me off. I'm going to never have no time. So, I never opened it until 7 p.m. I'm not going to lie to you. 7 p.m. I opened this and it due 11:59, right? And by the time I like open the laptop and, you know, find the instructions, blah blah blah, it was essentially 7:30, and the time I did start, it was 4.5 hours till the exam due. So I just opened the exam because, you know, it never did make no sense. Might as well did open it. Open the exam, 4.5 hours start, blah blah blah. I have 4.5 hours to do the exam anyway, so I was like, might as well do it in the platform. Open the platform. I said, all right, let me start the C. The first part of the program, the first part of the test asks for Python and C. I said I'm gonna start the C because C is supposed to be my better language. So I opened this C program And I'm doing the code, doing the code, doing the code. 2.5 hours pass by. C code not do yet. C code not finish yet. And me still have Python to do. Part 2 don't even look pan yet. It don't touch nothing. I'm still on part 1 of the part 1. 2.5 hours pass. So I have an hour and a half to finish this C code, do the Python, do the other C code for the second part, plus correct the IPO chart for the second part. It wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. I knew it was not gonna happen, right? So you see, I'll know the program not running out because I could not figure out why it wasn't running from the night before. I still couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I'ma just a write program like say me no say it never did I go run, but me still write it because what did I go do? What was I gonna do? Right? Me still write it. I know say it not run. Anyways, I'm like 3/4 into this program. I'ma say let me just run it. See if I can figure out the error. Why does something say 40 error? 40, not 14, 40 errors. And it done. It not done yet. 40 people. 40. What me say? 40. You see, I looked on that and I said, and I kept it pushing. Because what did I go do? What was I to do? But I just have to LOL and keep it pushing. So that is what I did. I LOL and I kept it pushing. Anyways, finish the C program. Me no say me never even bother try run it again. Cause me no say it never did that go happen. So me just say this 3 hours gone. 3 hours into the exam. And the only thing do is to see, and it not even run. And part of the exam is only 10 marks we get for the C program. Is only 10 marks we get for the C program, people. The 180 line program we take 3 hours for do is 10 marks feet. 10 marks feet out of the 65. 3 hours gone, I'm only get 10 marks. I'm gonna do get 10 marks because kind of run. So you know, it, no. Anyways, I just had to keep it pushing. Me say 3 hours gone, Python no start yet. Me no say Python never did I go do. It just wasn't gonna happen. Python is not even my strong suit. And C did a bug me. It did a itch, and me no say Python wasn't gonna happen. If the C did take me 3 hours, Python would have taken me 5. At least. So me never even touch it. Me never even open the Python IDE. Me never even open it. It did just so I said, you know what? Let me start part 2. Something say carry the IPO. As a matter of fact, no. Never even start part 2 yet. 3 hours into the exam and the Word document don't even open yet. People, I'm supposed to do everything, copy everything in a Word document and submit it. 3 hours into the exam and Microsoft Word don't open yet. So I'm say let me open up the Microsoft Word. So I'm gonna open up the Microsoft Word, right? I opened it up and I, head it up real nice. And I copy and paste the C program when I work. Boops. Did all of that and I said let me start part 2 now. So I'm gonna head it up real cute. Section 3, part 2, yada, C source code, IPO chart, yada. Real cute, real nice. Right? And I look at the IPO chart that there's something say I must correct it. So I said, okay. It never even did make no sense. Cause it said correct the IPO chart, but we're only writing a segment of the code. So is it that the IPO chart is supposed to represent the entire program or only the segment that we're in charge of? Me never did understand. But what was I gonna do? I have an hour and a half left to submit this. Me never have no time. So I just do something. I do something with the IPO chart and I put it in the word that me never know what I do. But it did have to do. It did have to do. That took me like 15 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. It never did tell me that long. But it's probably foolishness. So I might have something if I touch it. But it touched and I put it in something. Okay, fine. Ready for start the segment of the C for part 2. Right? I open it and I run, after I write a couple of lines, I run it. This time it worked. So thank God for that. It ran and I did the whole segment. I did the parallel array. It was an array I was supposed to do. I did it real cute, real nice. It was nice. And it ran. 0 errors. Very did glad for that. But then, runtime error. You know what that means? When you run it and it says enter patient's name and you enter Johnny, and then it's to enter patient's name again, and you enter Johnny, and you enter patient's name, enter patient's name, enter patient's name, and then so it was not working. The program was not working. People, me never have no time. You see, by the time I realized, by the time I finished that segment, it was like what? What time was it? It was 11:48 p.m. people. It was 11:48 p.m. Exam is due 11:59 p.m. and it now work. And the first program I ever run, and the IPO chart now make no sense, and the Python don't even touch. People, stress me is out. Me stress all the way out. Me can't even bother. And for the C code, there's something say we're supposed to put the local comments, like say what each part of the program does. It is 180 lines of code, people. We never have no time. There was no I said when I was starting that I would do it at the end, because that's what I usually do. I do everything and then I do the local comments at the end. But it is 11:48, people. It is 11:48. There's no time. And I still have to copy the C code into the Word document. Then I have to copy that into the Google Docs so I can upload it as a PDF. There was a lot to do. And 10 minutes. You see, me did just say, you know what? So it go, and I copy it at 11:48, and I sent it in at cause I have to send it in on the Moodle Classroom, on the Moodle. What's the word I'm looking for? Platform. On the Moodle platform, and then I have to upload it to the Google Classroom as well, and this is 11:48. So I said, you know what? It don't matter. So there's no more for me to do. It don't make sense to open the Python because it's not gonna finish in 10 minutes. It's not gonna happen. So I just upload it and I transfer it to the PDF and I submit it in the Moodle, and then I go to Google Classroom and I submit it, and that's how it went. That's how that went. And it's crazy because this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. This is like my career, like it's my major. So I can't have a 235 complain because I signed up for this. You know what I mean? It's not like I was no. When I was applying to the UTech, they provided me with an array of options, a menu of things, and me still take my idiot self and select ComSci. So I can't even complain. Me can't even, music. I just say go. At the end of the day. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. Later.